Hi, let's talk about the essay that's due next week. Okay, so we're starting our next essay. This is moving along through the semester. Let's look at the prompt together. Okay, here is the prompt. This is the cause and effect essay. And in a 600 to 800 word, 5-paragraph essay, write a causal analysis of one of the following topics. You can identify success in your life and discuss 3 causes of the success, like passing a class, and you talk about the things that were successful, that caused you to be successful. Or you could identify a failure in your life and discuss 3 causes of that failure. Like maybe you failed a class and what 3 things that did you do that led to that failure. You may use first-person pronouns like I, me, my, but avoid you, yours. Stay consistent in your voice. Okay, so hopefully you are kind of getting the rhythm of what I expect to see out of your essay. So the first thing that we're going to do is do some pre-writing, and we did this together in class today, but I just kind of want to show you what I did. I talked to my class today about how I failed my driving test the first time, the written one, and the reasons why I failed that. But as I was doing, thinking about that for my pre-writing, I couldn't think of 3 really clear examples about why three causes. It was really just one cause. I didn't study well. Maybe 2, I also was, didn't think that it was going to be hard or needed to study or whatever. I don't know. But it was kind of all just related to preparation. So instead, I started thinking about my job at SBC and getting that job, and then here's my pre-writing for my essay. So I've got my prompt up there, my success, my job at SPC. You know how much I love this job. So I tried to think about what are some causes that led to me getting this job. Well, I had to get a master's degree first. I kept applying for jobs. I prepared well for my interview, so they wanted to hire me, bring me here. And so I kind of put that together and came up with a thesis statement. I got my dream job as a professor at South Plains College after I completed my master's degree, kept applying after several rejections, and prepared well for the interview. So you kind of get an idea of what that thesis statement is going to look like. Now, let's look at the outline that I've created. So you'll have to create an outline this week. Again, that's just part of the pre-writing process for me. I leave the prompt up here at the top just to remind myself what it is that I'm writing about. Right? I need to answer the question that's presented in the prompt. And in this prompt, it is, what are the causes of either a success or failure that you've had? Some of my students today were running into not having enough causes, kind of like I talked about with the failing the test, or having causes and then kind of wanting to talk about effects. It's okay with me if you want to talk about the causes and effects of an event. However, you need to get that approved through me before you start working on that essay, because it is a little bit trickier for structuring and making sure your thesis covers everything. So just run that by me before you work on that essay. But the most streamlined, easy way to write this paper is just to focus on causes. Maybe you can save a little space in your conclusion for the effects of that. But anyway, so I just read my thesis statement to you. You know that my 3 points are going to be master's degree, applying, and preparing for the interview. I do have a concept mapped inside my thesis on this essay. You don't have to if you don't want to. I'm giving you some freedom there. Roman numeral 2, point 1. Right? Notice that point 1, completed my coursework. It should be matched the first one that I listed over here. I do want to see your topic sentence and transition sentence written out for each point, right? Remember that your topic sentence and transitions are a big part of your rubric, along with your intro and conclusion in that section. So just make sure you have everything in there that you need. I want to see them on your outline. Okay, I knew I needed to have a master's degree to teach at SPC, so I applied to the graduate school at Texas Tech University and started working on my degree. Okay, so there's my topic sentence. I've got some minor details in here. I do have an A and a B on Roman numeral 2. You probably don't need an A and a B on each point. You can get away with some just having one detail in there. So just kind of keep an eye on your word count and you can add more details as needed. Then your transition sentence. After completing most of my coursework for my master's degree, I applied for every job I was qualified for at SPC, and I kept applying for jobs even after I was rejected. So just remember those transition sentences. They sum up kind of what you just talked about, right? For me, completing my master's work. And then they introduce what you're going to talk about in the next paragraph. Again, this just provides a seamless transition from point to point, so your reader is never surprised or reminded about what's coming up next. And remember, my point number 2 is the same thing that I listed second in my thesis up here. Continued applying after rejection. So I talk about that in the minor detail, and then I write a transition sentence that moves from rejection to interview. I accepted the invitation to interview for the reading instructor position and began researching what these professors taught. Okay, point number 3, I prepared well for the interview. This will be my 4th paragraph. Got my topic sentence in there. Found the reading instructor page on the SPC website and read these professors' syllabi to see what they taught, and I prepared a lesson to demonstrate my teaching skills. And then I have some minor details there and finished off with the word conclusion. Okay, so hopefully you kind of get an idea of what I'm expecting out of this cause and effect essay, because this is one of the later essays that we're writing. I'm not going to provide a full essay for you as an example. I want to see you flesh it out yourself and see how you have improved as a writer. So that is what we've got on the docket for this week. Let me know if you have any questions or if any of this prompt is confusing to you. And I will see your work soon. I'm looking forward to it.